That's about as American as it gets, bro.
It's American.
Is this thing on?
Check 1 2 1 2.
It's fucking crazy.
They're invincible, indestructible, and he's living for like 10,000 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hunt for Greatness podcast.
Sound up.
Yep.
God, you're already loud as it is.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna have to turn your mic down, dude. Holy shit.
Oh.
You are loud. Welcome to the Hunt for Greatness podcast, everybody. Thanks for listening. We're brought to you by Walmack Electrical Contractors. That's my boy slurping coffee. Hey, hand me that notebook right there. I got a shout out. I got a new sponsor for the podcast. I'm super stoked about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a New Leaf, and they do. Hold on, I got notes. I haven't memorized it yet.
Is that a toilet paper?
You wish it was, because you don't have any in the stores.
You're right.
A New Leaf Tree Service. They do tree pruning, hurricane prep, and relief, and they don't raise their prices in the hurricanes. So if you don't want to get your eyes gouged out when damn hurricane shithead comes through, hit up a New Leaf Tree Service. You can find them on a newleafilm.com. Also call 910-800-0286 if you need to get anything done. Walmack Electrical Contractors, the greatest electrician on earth. Isn't that right, Cooper?
Aside from myself.
If you need any electrical work done, 910-231-7679. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the podcast. We appreciate you. And I got Mariah and Cooper. They both finna have the same last name, though. You know what I'm saying? You say Persun or it's Persun?
Persun.
Persun. Mariah Persun. And it's, oh yeah, Cooper says it's Persun.
Maria Persun.
So you finna change her last name, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing I want to talk to y'all both about before we get off on Joe Dierte tangents up in this bitch. But so what are y'all getting married, dude? Somebody's marrying Cooper. That's and it's her, guys, on YouTube.
Yeah. Yep. November 7th, as long as
November 7th, as long as
shit's open. Yeah, how about we plan that date and didn't even realize it was my dad's mom's and my dad's wedding anniversary.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you all can just celebrate on the same day. Well, that's like destiny.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that wild?
Destiny.
Like that's my grandmama, who's like one of my favorite people in the world. Like she looked out for me all the time. She lived right across the yard from us growing up.
I remember listening to this. You're gonna get a kick out of this, Mariah. I remember when Cooper was coming on I can't remember if it was duck hunting or what we were doing, and he just started talking to you, or you guys just started dating, and I was like, this motherfucker is pussy whipped already and just met this girl. The way he was talking about you, I was just like, oh my God, this dude's in love.
Yeah, because I think I was looking at the last podcast we did. I think I was looking at my phone because she was about to get off work, and I had to go pick her up because I had her car.
It ain't just one time neither. I'm talking about multiple times. Homeboy's on the boat running his mouth about you, like in a good way, of course. And I'm just like, wow, somebody's got his nuts in somebody else's purse. I like that. It made me excited when you called me and you were like, because he told me he was going to ask you to marry him before.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm excited for you. And then when you did it, and I was just like, yeah. And you're like, you want to be in the wedding? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to be in the wedding. That's cool, because I've never been in somebody's wedding. And anybody who I've been in your wedding, don't take this as offense, but I've never been in anybody's wedding that I was like stoked to be in. Yeah. I'm always like, God damn it, why'd they ask me to do this?
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's a lot. I mean,
it's a process too. Yeah. Like, I mean, Tim and Mary Alice, I did enjoy their wedding, but I was the best man, so I was stressed out a little bit because it was like a lot to do. You know what I mean? I was just like, I hope I don't fuck this up. Right.
But like in yours, I could just get to stand there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't have to do a whole lot. Just turn around when they say and
Look
shit.
pretty.
Yeah, well, I'm good at that.
Hell yeah, brother.
As long as I can wear my Dale hat, I'm coming.
Hell yeah, brother.
Shit, well,
I'm getting a Dale Earnhardt tuxedo.
No, you ain't.
Fuck yeah.
Number 3 on the back.
It's gonna have a number 3 and then the Crimson Ghost Misfit skull on it.
Oh
Yeah, no,
shit, son.
That's
so cool. Y'all are getting married though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for you. How old are you?
23.
And you're what?
27.
Yeah, okay. That's perfect. That's perfect age difference.
28 in May.
Yeah. You guys both ran around and act like idiots for a little bit, get that out of your system.
Yeah.
You know, people used to get married when they were like 17 and 16 back in the day.
That's how our grandparents did it.
Like, how did y'all fucking...
My aunt got married at 15.
Like, weren't y'all wondering what other, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what's some other pussy like? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think that they were just, like, wandering?
Yeah.
And there's a reason they call it a wandering eye.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because you was wandering.
Oh, for sure.
Because you was 16 when you tied the knot. It was your first girlfriend, most of them.
Yeah.
It's like...
Or it was all arranged. Like,
they got married to get pussy.
Yeah.
That's what they did. Like...
I think that's one of the and that still happens all the time, man.
You think
people
so?
rush.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
hell yeah.
Like virgins, though?
Virgins.
Is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like saving yourself.
Being touched for the very first time.
Being touched for the very first time.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think people definitely rush into it for that. You see that happen in the church all the time.
Like to get put.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. I think so. I think that's still a thing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, it's kind of... Nowadays, it's probably fewer and far
Well,
between.
because morals and values have totally taken a seat in the back, for sure.
So you were talking about Farrah Fawcett earlier, like she was before porn.
Yeah.
Can you pull up a picture of her? I just want to see. And what was she, an actress?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there was still porn back in the day, but like she had one of the most famous posters of all time.
Oh, that's the
And
one.
I'm pretty sure this is the one.
Is that the one in Shawshank Redemption? Where he buries the... No, maybe not.
I don't know, but that's the most famous.
Wow, she is hot.
Yeah, she is.
Hot.
Smoke show,
What's she, like 50 now? 50?
Oh, God.
60?
I don't know how old she is.
Cindy Crawford's still hot. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
It'll be a sad day when women like her or like when Jennifer Aniston's ugly.
You know what?
Well, she'll never be ugly, but she'll be old.
I think you're going to...
62.
Is she? I want to know what she looks like now. Can we get a recent photo? Does she have fake tits?
I'm sure.
Maybe now, but back in the day, those things were all natural.
Those things were all natural. He knows.
All natural.
Look how perky they are from back then.
I think you can get perky fake tits, bro. I mean,
no, but you can like. You can tell.
Most of the time, you can tell. Hold on, let's see. Oh yeah, she's still hot. She's a gilf. She's definitely a gilf.
Yeah.
I mean,
it looks a little crazy and pilled out in that picture.
She's a grandma I'd kind of like to fuck, so she's a get cuckle. You know? I mean,
that's just like that would be a prestige one.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, she's still kind of hot.
You could brag to your dad about that. That'd be the only
Hey,
reason
man, I fucked Farrah Fawcett.
What?
So she was like the original Pamela Anderson, because she's in like a one-piece like bathing suit.
Yeah, way less slutty than Pamela Anderson, though.
That's so sad. That's sad that she wasn't more slutty. But Marilyn Monroe was the OG, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, she was the OG. I'd like to draw her. I think that'd be cool.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I could. I've tried drawing women before, and they never look good enough for me. Like, I see it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the titties, I can't get them right. You know what I mean? I'm so stupid. Fuck, I'm stupid.
You could draw a picture of her, then you could draw a picture of the Kennedys with her.
Yeah, dude, perfect. Like gangbanging her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's exactly
what you were thinking about.
That's what happened to her.
Dude, I'm reading a book right now. I'm reading a few books, but I'm reading one about. I know you hate when I say I'm reading a book. You probably want to punch me right in the fucking throat.
Just because I don't read,
just tell me. Just tell me you want to punch me in my throat.
Just because I don't read doesn't mean you shouldn't.
So,
one of us has got to be smart.
You read band names, which are like sometimes more than one syllable, so that's good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Gate creeper. That's 3 syllables.
Dude, that's a big one. After 3 claps, I get lost.
You're on your way to 4 claps.
Yeah,
bro.
I know.
I mean, you're from Hampstead, so it's like.
I know. My dad's name is Bobby Ray Smith Jr. I just wasn't born with that kind of capacity.
Jr. Dude, one of the greatest names ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just makes you think, like, how is he not a NASCAR driver or a bull rider?
He is a truck driver.
He's a truck driver. I mean, that's pretty much...
That's about as blue collar and Bobby Ray as it gets.
Yeah, you're in there. You're in there. I'm reading a book about Robert Kennedy, who was John F. Kennedy's brother. You know anything about that? About that guy?
Not much.
All right, so basically, he was like running for governor. He got to be governor and shit, and then he decided to run for president. Well, people fucking hated him. He got assassinated.
Yeah.
And it's this huge fucking conspiracy about like the amount of bullets. Same thing as John F. Kennedy. Like people didn't believe it happened the way they said it happened.
Right.
It's super sketchy, dude.
Dude.
Sketch.
I love reading books like that are like kind of sketchy, and you're like,
yes,
what's about to happen?
And are about historical events.
Yeah, because you know it's real.
Yeah.
And
right.
Then you can speculate. Like, you can use your imagination. That's what's so good about a book. Like, you ever read a book and then see the movie and you're like, eh.
The movie has nowhere near as many
even
details.
if it's a good movie, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't relate.
Like Harry Potter.
Yep.
Like, I read Harry Potter, and I'm like, this is the best fucking shit. And I read all the books, and then I saw the movie, and I'm like, what a great movie, but it didn't compare because your imagination is so much.
Shit, 50 Shades of Grey was so good for the book.
Really?
The movie sucked ass.
Really?
Yes.
No shit. I never saw it or read it, so I mean, I have heard people say that, though.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to think, too, like, especially with the Harry Potter books, they're like 300, 400 pages of pop, dude.
Yeah.
And you're trying to shove that into a movie. Like, I know it's a lot of it is like just strictly description too, but
it's not even that though. It's not even the storyline. It's just the fact that you can't fit on a camera on a TV screen what your imagination runs so wild when you're reading some shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. That's one thing I missed about reading a book is you can really get lost in the book. You know, it's like, I love that. I love how you can just not talk to anybody and you can get lost. So you read books. I know he doesn't. But
I read some. I don't read as much as I want to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now you got a chance to read because you ain't got shit else to do.
Because I don't got shit to do.
Welcome to the quarantine.
The false apocalypse.
Man, all right, let's talk about it. You motherfuckers ain't ready for this shit. We were talking on the phone today, boy. It got out of hand fast, didn't it? First of all, fuck the Democrats. I just want to throw that out there.
Amen, brother.
Every politician, fuck them. Except for Donald Trump. I love you. I'm about to be the biggest fucking Trump fan ever. I was already a Trump supporter. Now I'm about to fucking go hard.
That's how it's going to be. That's how everybody's going to be.
I'm about to go hard, son. MAGA.
And the bad thing is they're trying to sabotage so much his approval ratings are just going through the roof, dude.
It's going to be a landslide. If it's not, dude, I'll be totally surprised.
Well,
I don't give a fuck.
And I'm not. I got friends that are Democrats too, but it's like I was talking to one of them. I was like, "Who the fuck are you honestly going to vote for, man? You got Joe Biden.
That's the only choice you have now. That's it. He's going to win it. He's going to win he's going to go against Trump. Trump's going to eviscerate that sumbitch every chance he gets.
Right. That dude he came out and said, "I am Joe Biden. I'm here for the Democratic Party to run for the Senate."
Oh my God, dude. That dude's got peanut butter and no jelly, bro.
He's got dementia.
That dude's got Kool-Aid and no sugar, bro.
No, you did not. You need to fact check because you said
I think he's got dementia.
Well, he don't even know he's got dementia. That's the problem. So you can't fact check it because ain't nobody diagnosed him.
I think he's get it.
I think he's got it too.
Something's wrong for sure.
Yeah,
he might just
I feel bad for the old guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm
not me. He's a creep. He ran around and told like a bunch of construction workers how they didn't need to have AR-14s. I'm like,
yeah,
come on,
dude,
man.
That right there is going to make him lose. I mean, he wouldn't even have to run against Trump. He could run against Joe Schmo and lose because he said that stupid shit. This is America, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
First of all, you ain't going to fucking tell me if I can work or not.
No.
Fuck you.
No.
You know who tells me if I can go to work? The fucking owner of my company. That's who tells me if I can go to work. Yeah, or the customer.
Right.
And if I'm doing side work, this dude today, bro, I told you about it already.
Yeah.
But I was lining up a side job, and I was like, I can do it Wednesday. And he's like, yeah, if you're still working. And I'm thinking, bitch, I work when I fucking want.
Yeah.
This ain't fucking, don't nobody tell me to fucking work.
No.
Yeah.
And if my company does shut down, I'm going to grind it out somewhere else, somehow else. Like, I'm not going to sit around and
I can't. You can't roll over, man. You can't, no matter what's going on.
Nah, hoping for the best, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope for the best, but I'm not going to sit around and do nothing.
Right. Well, that's because we're in trades and we have jobs where we can continue to work.
Yeah. I feel bad
and
for
thank God, thank God that we are.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I would function.
Nah.
If I couldn't.
And the thing about it is these people think you're going to be able to live off $1,000 a month. Like, who the fuck can live off of that?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
For real, not a lot of people.
No, you can't barely even pay your rent or your mortgage for $1,000 a month.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. We've been super fortunate. Like, I've had a bunch of side work because, I mean, nobody else wants to work. But that's not just a problem with this stupid.
We're talking about side work we pay taxes on every single time just for anybody who's listening.
Yeah, for sure.
Every time.
Anyways, Well, I mean, I'm not just talking about when this stupid virus is, man. Like it like the huge generational gap and everything we've got going on, man. Even when I walk onto a job site now as an electrician, and I'm sure a lot of people can attest to this, is that I'm still, even at 7 years old, I'm still one of the youngest ones on a job site.
Because it's a dying trade.
Yeah.
Well, quote unquote
trades in general are dying.
Yeah, because nobody wants to do the fucking thing. They want to sit around like this and like this all the fucking time.
I mean, and it's great for now. Like, I'll take your fucking money. I don't care. I'll continue to work because that's just who I am. That's how I was raised.
Puts us in higher demand.
Yes,
right.
exactly. But at the same time, like, eventually we're not going to be able to work, and who the fuck is gonna do all this stuff? Who's going to make furniture and repair furniture? Who's going to wire these big ass buildings that we have to wire? I mean,
my trade's really dying, dude, because there ain't nobody who does it in the first place, and anybody who did do it is like super old.
Yeah,
I don't know anybody who does like repairs on actual furniture. Like,
I don't know anybody either.
No, well, we're so wasteful too that somebody will just go buy some cheap fucking piece of shit furniture.
Yeah, it's a
from
disposable
IKEA or something that some machine made.
Yeah. And that shit's pressboard bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, it breaks like nothing.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, and that type of shit I don't fix because they just go buy another one then pay me.
Right, because they're $70 fucking.
But there's a lot of people who have antique furniture and they don't want to get rid of that shit. Or they have something that they put thousands of dollars, like they bought us something for $1,000, or they got something brand new and they want it to look perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or, shit happens in transit. They're not ever going to have a machine that delivers furniture into your house, like in our lifetime.
Right.
I don't think so.
God, I hope not.
No, I don't.
I think that's terrifying.
I mean, machines are definitely going to take some people's jobs, for sure. Absolutely. They've already taken a bunch of people's jobs with, like, kiosk and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The auto industry.
I mean, the whole... Remember you used to go to a, like, Blockbuster?
Oh, yeah.
And rent a movie when you were, like, younger? Do you remember that?
I was just seeing that on Facebook where, like, our dads took us to Blockbuster or something, and we got movies.
Well, you're right on the... I mean, how...
I'm on the cusp.
Yeah, you are.
That's
because...
a good word.
Yeah, you are on the cusp because it's like, what, 20-year-olds probably don't remember that shit.
No.
So you're like, right... Do you remember, like... Okay, so I'm 30. So you're 23, right, you said? Mm-hmm. So you're 7 years younger than me. So you're actually younger than my little brother, I think. So do you remember, like, not having internet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember dial-up? It was like the shittiest internet you could get, and we were super stoked about it. It was shit. It was like boom, 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 boom.
Probably.
Oh God, it was horrible.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you couldn't call somebody's house phone.
No. Yeah.
Remember house phones?
House phones. I still have one. My parents still have one.
Yeah, my parents do too. I tell them get rid of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What you need that for?
Nothing.
You got cell phones.
Yeah.
But they can't get rid. They can't let go though.
Well, it ain't even that. It's that the cable companies bundle that shit up.
Yes.
So like and they make you think you have to have it.
Yep.
And they get paid. I guarantee you, it's a conspiracy theory I got. They get paid to push that house phone so people can get courtesy calls on that shit.
Oh, that's all that comes on my mom's house phone now is nothing but.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they do that. I guarantee you those companies pay the cable company. First of all, fuck the Democrats.
That makes sense.
Fuck the Democrats, and also fuck. I'm not talking about my friends that are Democrats. I'm talking about people that are actual politicians. Fuck them. And then also fuck Spectrum.
Dude,
I just want to get that out.
This poor nice young man came to our house the other day with Spectrum, and came when Mariah was home by herself one day, and then she was just like, yeah, no, and he was like, well, can I come back when your fiance's here? And she was like, yeah.
I set him up.
And so he showed up, and I was like, what's up, dude? Like, he was a super nice guy, and I walked out there and talked to him for a minute. He was like, so can I just have a few minutes of your time? I was like, absolutely not. He was like, well, I was like, man, I'm sure you're a good kid and all, but like, you're not going to come in here and try to paint some big, beautiful picture. Spectrum screwed me because I had Spectrum. First of all, the service is terrible. Second of all,
what's that thing say right there? 10 minutes, 43 seconds.
18 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I'm just making sure it was recording. I thought I hit the button. Sorry.
You're good.
So he was trying to upsell you something or something?
Yeah, he was, but like I had Spectrum in Florence. And like when me and Rob lost our house, and I had like a Spectrum receiver or whatever you have, like the gear you have to run the internet and shit. First of all, it's horrible service. Second of all, I called him and like filed the insurance claim on. I was like, dude, because our house was underwater, so we got trashed. Mm-hmm. And then they called me like 2 months later and tried to charge me like $200 for this fucking pieces of equipment that they had sitting in my house. And I was like,
no, $18 that they paid for.
But it was like, because I didn't pay them for like 2 years. I was like, dude, I filed an insurance claim on it. We were good. And now you're going to call me and tell me you want to collect $200. And then I was like, well, I'm not there anymore. I moved. And then they tried to sell me service on top of that. It's like, yeah, so we could get you started for about $300 with brand new service, all this. So I was like, dude, go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck your mama. Fuck everybody that works at your office. I'm not paying for this stupid shit because you guys screwed me out of money and your service sucks. Like, it would go out twice a week.
I mean, my internet's good, right? I got Spectrum. That's it. I only have internet. And they try to fuck you every chance they get with that internet. And they up your bill every month, or they up your bill every 6 months because you're under some promotional deal.
Yeah, right.
That they fucking made up and told you were always going to have that price. Yeah. Dude, I tell you what, buddy, I've laid into those some bitches about 28 fucking times. I'm serious, dude. And I'll go down to the store and talk to somebody face to face, and they're cool as hell, cool as a damn cucumber, and they'll fix it up like right how I need it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they up my shit $15 a month for no reason whatsoever, dude. That's fucking $175 a year, or actually, that's more than that probably. It's like $175 a year or something.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fucking money. I'm just throwing it away.
Yeah, right. For nothing.
For what you just charged me $45 a month for, where you're obviously making a profit, or you wouldn't have charged me that.
Right.
How many people you think got internet, dude?
Everyone has internet.
Everyone. Right? So how many people are paying this shit? And they're a fucking monopoly. I can't get any other internet here. Don't tell them that. Don't nobody tell them that, because I use that shit as leverage. I'm like, fuck you, I'll go to AT&T.
Yeah.
And like,
that's what we got.
Yeah, dude, and I can't. They won't even hook shit up here. But I use it as leverage.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll negotiate with you, which is also bullshit, because why am I negotiating with a cable company about my fucking internet price?
Right.
Yeah. Just give me a fucking price and let's...
Right. It's flat rate, same service every year, every month.
They're not changing shit.
No.
So what's going on there? And then you call and you get some motherfucker that can't even speak English in India, and I'm like, hey, look here, buddy. Put an American on the phone before I fucking gouge your eyeballs out, okay?
Dial 1 for English and 3 for Dale.
Dude, 3 for Dale. We're taking 3 for Dale every time.
That's how we count in our household. 1, 2, Dale.
I love that, dude. Yeah. You got to follow NASCAR Old Times on Instagram.
I will.
And what'd you say? Your dad's America?
Your dad's America.
I'm definitely going to follow
It's got like the old school pictures, like George Strait sitting in the back of a truck holding a deer head, like old Dale Earnhardt pictures, old Coors Light commercials.
What picture you're talking about, George Strait, the king. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I got Maddox where I'll be like, who's Richard Petty? And he says, the king. And I'll say, what number is he? He says 43.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah, brother.
Good for you.
That's what I'm talking about. I got him a little Richard Petty car, and he lost it like the first week. But it's cool as hell. It's around here somewhere.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I got him a Jeff Gordon one, too. I found it at somebody's sofa.
Really? I told you the story about I think we've talked about this on the podcast before.
Talk about it again.
My dad's a Jeff Gordon fan, to the extent that he almost punched this lady in the face that worked at the gas station because she called Jeff Gordon a faggot.
Oh God, dude! Yeah, you might as well spit and.
If you're a fan of NASCAR and somebody calls your guy like any sort of name, especially a faggot, dude, you don't lose your shit.
You ain't a real NASCAR.
No,
fan.
We're not talking.
Could you imagine if somebody called Dale Earnhardt a faggot?
Oh God!
I couldn't imagine.
Can you imagine what would happen?
Yeah, the smoke's coming out of my ears right now. You just can't see it. For just the thought. Yeah, computing.
Computing.
Oh, they shut down the jiu-jitsu gym, dude.
Yeah.
I seen the video. I was like, this is hilarious.
Oh my gosh,
I love watching Tucker get his ass whooped.
Me too.
I mean, how does it get any better than seeing Tucker get tackled?
I know. It makes you feel better about getting your own ass whooped.
Who comes up with those videos?
John.
Does he?
Yeah, he's a genius.
Funny, man.
Yeah.
Like, when I had him on the podcast, he was cracking me up.
He's undercover funny, too.
He is. He slides his little comments in there, and they're, like, real hurtful and stabby.
Real hurtful.
Like, it's, like, stabbing you in your heart.
And then you look at him, you're like, when you first meet him, because
he says it's so true. He doesn't, like, change his face at all.
No, yeah, when he says something mean, he means it.
Oh, yeah, from the bottom of his black heart.
When you first meet him, you just see this really nice guy that doesn't use profanity or cuss or say derogatory things, and then next thing you know, he's just ripping you apart with like, it just sucks.
It's like almost like it sounds like a compliment when he says it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's like the person that makes fun of you and you're agreeing with them.
Yeah, because you
don't even know.
You think it's a compliment.
You're like, oh yeah.
Dude, I was telling somebody yesterday how we hit that fucking log out there.
Oh my God!
Did he tell you the story about when we almost died duck hunting?
Oh, I've seen the video.
You seen the video?
Yeah.
The video does it no justice. I mean, you can see how big the wave was, like on the bank.
Yeah.
That's what hit us.
That was pre-thumb lock too, son.
That was what?
Pre-thumb lock.
Yeah, it was, and you locked your thumb in on that thing,
Snapchat
dude.
video.
Yeah, because Snapchat's got thumb lock now. It didn't before. And Cooper laughing. How funny is that?
I know.
Like, he's laughing the whole time because he's scared as fuck.
Oh, that's his, like, I'm about to die laugh.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But did he tell you we hit that log? He probably didn't because it wasn't. We didn't make a big deal out of it, but we nailed that fucking log.
We didn't make a big deal out of it once we realized there wasn't a hole in the boat.
Yeah, I was like, dude, we're going down. It was like 5 a.m, pitch black, and we're going down the river, probably going, what, 15?
In the
15 mile an hour, which is fast in a boat. I mean,
and it's scary enough out there.
You can't see shit. Yeah. You can't see from me to you barely. I mean, you got a little spotlight, but I mean, and I'm like looking back this way at something, and like I'm not paying attention for like 2 seconds, not even. And I go, and then the whole boat goes, doof, doof, like that, and Cooper's like hanging onto the thing, and we were like, holy shit, what did we just hit? And we turned around, it was a log sticking out of the water, like it was like this big, wasn't it? I mean, it was humongous, dude. And I'm like, bro, we're going down.
Luckily, it was like angled up to like such a point that we could like jump. We jumped over it,
bro. We
pretty much with the boat. Yeah,
we jumped it, and I was like, bro, where's the nearest bank? Because we're going down. Remember that? I was like, dude, we're done.
Well, the bad thing is, it's all silt bay out there too, so
you're fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, duck hunting's fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
I was telling her we about hit a bridge yesterday because the wind got up to 30 mile an hour and it was pouring fucking rain out there. And I pulled up underneath the bridge yesterday to fish because it was pouring down rain. And then a lightning storm came in, and lightning's all around us, bro. It was like, wah-bah, bah, 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 bah. And I'm like, dude, I'm glad we're underneath this bridge. And we fished there for like an hour. And I'm like, man, I'm thinking like we're about to go, so I'm about to say something to Ed so we can go. And the boat starts fucking moving, and it's pushing us underneath the bridge. We're anchored up, but the anchor came up. It's pushing us straight towards a big-ass oyster bed, dude. If it pushes us on it, we're not getting off, and we're stuck in the fucking rain. Like, there's no way. I'm like, fuck, dude. And I'm, like, trying to, kick it into gear and pull the boat around. I'm, like, trying to get the anchor to catch again so I don't have to rush. Anchor won't catch. I'm like swinging around, dude. You got 2 feet on either side of the boat underneath that cement piling bridge, dude. And I about nailed that piling. I don't know how we made it out of there, dude. It was the least time I was expecting it. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah,
you got to be fucking careful.
Well, anytime when you're in the water, you're putting yourself at risk.
You're out of here. You're not on land, bro. It adds a whole nother element to surviving. Speaking of survival, so. We kind of almost got apocalypse on our hand. I think you're a survivor, sir, and I've known you for a while.
100%.
And I feel like if you didn't have shit, you could make it work. Do you think that?
Yeah. Well, where we live, we got a well. We're right there on the water. There's fish, oysters. We're good.
Oysters have so much protein.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 5 grams of protein per oyster. Or
the good news is I didn't really have to stock up on ammo that much because duck season was so horrible. I got so many boxes of shells left, man.
That's sad, dude.
Yeah,
that is sad.
A bunch of 9mm rounds.
You did shoot a teal. And you shot another bird before that when we were out there. We went the first time or was that the first time we went out? You shot a teal.
Yeah, that was the first time.
And then you shot something else. The next time we went out, remember it was
bufflehead.
It was shitty as hell, dude.
Yeah.
And we were posted up on that corner.
Yeah, we shot a couple buffleheads that day.
We could have shot more, too, if we wouldn't have been out picking them up.
Right.
I guarantee you.
Caught with our dick in our hands as usual.
Yeah, as per usual.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about duck hunting, you think?
This year, nothing.
I bet you Mariah was talking mad shit. Like, you go out there and don't even kill shit.
Yeah.
You're wasting your fucking
like, you
time.
wake up that early, and I'm just like, sometimes when we don't
kill. It rubs it in because we are actually thinking the same thing you're thinking.
Oh, I know. He comes home bitching about it, and I'm like, what'd I tell you before you left?
This is your hobby, you dumb fuck.
Yeah. It really makes you reassess how smart you are when you decide to do that every day.
It's a lot, dude. It's a lot of work. Like, you think if you don't do it, you think, oh, you just ride out there and fucking shoot at them. It ain't that.
Right.
No.
It ain't.
Oh no, I don't think I could do it.
It's just not easy.
It's cold. You got to set up.
But when you do get them, it makes it that much more better.
Right.
Yeah, it does.
Well, and that's the whole reason you're doing it is because you got one, so now you want all of them.
Well, and there's nothing like being out there, especially being like with me and you, because you're out there with like one of your best friends. You're talking cash money shit. and then like those things come in that like the rush you get, like your heart starts beating when you start seeing them zipping around. Next thing you know, they're looking. They start checking out your decoy spread, and they come. And when everything goes perfect, dude, it's one of the best feelings in the world. Yeah.
Whenever somebody says, don't move, don't move, don't move. Yeah. When somebody says that shit, I feel like I just did a rail at Crystal Meth. Yeah. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, heart's fucking about to beat out of my chest.
Minus the pain in your nose.
Yeah, my nose feels fine, but my body feels crystally.
Crystally methily.
Crystally methily.
I feel like I just did a big old rail at Trucker's Bathtub Mix.
Dude, I feel like I just rode the Crunchy White Ice Pony down the fucking river, dude. White Ice Pony.
You sick fuck.
Dude, it is the best feeling. When I shot them black ducks,
I bet.
It was.
I bet.
Because I ain't never got a big duck. Like, this was my first time, like, really getting a big duck. So it was just like this whole, and I was the most experienced duck hunter on the boat because the other guys hadn't really been out there, and Cooper taught me how to duck hunt.
Right.
So, like, I wish you were there, but I'm glad you weren't there because it was like I got to make every decision how I wanted it. Like, I would have been like, Cooper, what we do?
Well, and I could have told you something that might have screwed it up because I'm totally susceptible to making mistakes.
Yeah, but even if you didn't, it would still, like, even if you told me what to do and I called him in and it worked out the exact same way, I would have felt less accomplished than I do.
Right.
Right.
Like, just because it's like, hey, man, because he's like my duck hunting sponsor. So whenever I shot him, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, we fucking just shot some black ducks,
I saw
dude.
The pictures, dude. I was tripping.
Yeah, I hit him up. He didn't answer. I sent him the pictures, and then he called me right
immediately.
After that. Yeah, and I'm like, bro, freaking the fuck out. You should have seen me out there acting like a fucking piece of white garbage, son. I was like, look how big these fucking ducks are. Dude, I was going crazy.
Yeah. I know because I called you, then you FaceTimed me.
Yeah, dude. That was 20 minutes after I shot him.
And the shittiest thing about that is like that is such a great feeling, but it's hard to get somebody else that doesn't hunt or do anything like that to understand like the magnitude of what just happened.
Even somebody who hadn't been out there year after year, like them other two guys I was with, like one of them, it was their first.
Because you shot the Grail.
Yeah, it's the Holy Grail. And like one guy I was with, it was his first season. He's like, we're going to eat them. I'm like, fuck no, we ain't going to eat them. I was like, bitch, I'm going to mount them motherfuckers,
them taters are on the wall, son.
Shit. But, yeah, it was just, that was the only part I kind of wish was a little different. It's just, not that I wish he wasn't there. It was just, I wish somebody was there that understood. I think Reeves kind of understood, but he had something stuck up his ass that day. I don't know.
Yeah.
He was just like, I guess because he probably didn't pull the trigger on him. I really don't know what happened. I just know I shot both of them in one fucking shot in the goddamn head.
Yeah,
that's what I fucking know. But
that's awesome. But that's especially for it to be a hen and a drake black duck at the same time.
Put them down, son.
Because usually, I mean, how many times have you seen like a pod like that, or even a pair come in and you just hit one of them?
And it's hen.
Yeah, and it's a hen.
Not the drake. Yeah.
I mean, because if you just shot a hen black duck, that would have been sick. But
still
it's not.
Cool,
right?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been worth mounting it.
No, and I still won't. Then we probably would have ate it.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah.
And then again, I don't know because I was that stoked.
Those things come in there hot like fighter jets.
The hen was about as big as the drake.
Yeah,
it's the crazy thing, and they almost look the same.
They're huge. The only thing that's bigger than them is a black duck.
So
I mean, not a black duck, a canvasback.
Do you land, or are you shooting them in the air?
Any way you can get them.
Any way you can cut them.
Ain't no way I could do it while they're in the air.
Any way you can get them. It's always different. Those black ducks were on the water, and usually they're super antisocial ducks, so they don't want to come into a pot like decoys. They don't want to be around other ducks.
Right. So
that's your whole thing out there is you're trying to get ducks to come into other ducks because they see your decoys. They're like, oh, there's food. Or these ducks are doing something there, like, let's go check it out. That's what you want. So that's why he says it's the Holy Grail, kind of, because they're so hard to get close to you whenever you're hunting.
Especially when you shoot black ducks, usually you have, like, a spread of, like, 2 or 3.
Yeah,
you don't usually throw much.
In a spread, he's talking about like a decoy spread. Like we throw out 20 or 30 probably every time.
If you're hunting the marsh, yeah.
Yeah, we throw a big because if they're flying high, you want something to get their attention. Like usually 1 or 2, 3, 4 decoys ain't going to be enough to get them to. You can see their heads turn.
Right.
And look at your decoys when they're flying. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you can see them turn and look right at you and flare off.
Yeah.
Like
and
they
you just
see
get
you.
Mad.
They see you and they're like, nope.
Like that time that we were of course. Every time you drop the blind and say we're going to pick them up, there's like 10 of them just fly right over your head. Then you just hate
That's how it works.
Self-loathing kicks in.
That same day that I shot them black ducks, we went to go pick a duck up, and we're coming back to the decoys. Another duck lands in the decoys, and he shoots it. fucking shot it right off the front of the boat. It was cool as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Reef shot it right off the front of the boat. I would have
done the same thing.
It was awesome. He was like, there's a duck. I'm like, fucking shoot it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm driving the boat. I'm like, shoot it.
Yeah, I think you saw me shoot one of my favorite shots I've ever had.
Oh, man.
When we first started, remember when we used to really have to get after it when we were on the kayaks?
Oh, yeah.
And I think either you or Jake shot a duck. And I was out there picking it up.
It wasn't me, buddy. I'll tell you that. I think
we'll
I didn't
say it
shoot
was you or
shit.
him. We'll say it was you or him.
They would tell me I shot one when I knew it wasn't
That was
me.
when you had that old street sweeper, son.
Bro,
no broomstick.
There's a short barrel shotgun, so the bullets come out like it's really hard to shoot a duck or something like that.
But I was out there picking one up, and one just flew right over my head, and I cut it once. And that was it.
Pulled the gun right off your shoulder, bam, and that sumbitch dove.
That's the best feeling when you get one shot like that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I did that teal that day. You were hunting the impoundment.
Yeah.
That teal flew into the decoys, and I just, bam,
we
hit
didn't
him
kill
one time.
that day in the impoundment.
It's crazy,
Me
dude.
and Big Jeff were just talking the whole time.
We saw mallards fly by that day, right? I mean, we could have shot them, too. Just nobody was... I was like this still from shooting the teal.
Yeah.
Isn't it mallards that are in the yard or right in the front? That come in? What are those ducks that you're always like, there's ducks out there?
I think most of those are buffleheads and mergansers that sit outside of our house.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just out there eating
Mergansers,
oysters.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of mallards that sit across from my parents' house in that pond. Remember we were out there one day?
Oh, yeah. They're always there.
There's like 20 of them. They feed them over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jim and Jerry do. She told me if I shot them that she was going to shoot me. I was like, I don't think that's how that works. But
I was riding up
it.
towards Figure 8 yesterday, and it was like Monday or something. I was riding up towards Figure 8 Bridge, and I seen this fucking. I was with who was I with? And they were probably thinking I was so stupid. I can't remember. I was with somebody, and I'm like, those are ducks right there, and it was 25 ducks at least coming out of landfall. So they were big ass ducks, dude. And they were coming out of landfall. They were probably mallards and shit. And they were circling. And I'm like, oh, shit, what are they doing? What are they doing? I stopped. I was in full speed on the boat, and I stopped it, and I watched them. And they literally come out of landfall, landed in the marsh. So you know your boy rolled up and dropped a pin right there. And I will be hunting there this year. Because they landed right on this oyster bed. And I'm like, they're going to fucking land there whenever it gets cold next year. And
right, because they know there's food there.
And it's a perfect spot to hunt, too.
And those are resident ducks, so you know they'll be there.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be there. When I go do work in landfall, I stop at the pond. People probably think I'm so dumb.
Bro, there's so many ducks in landfall.
People probably think, what the fuck is this guy doing? I pull a work van over on the side of the road, and I get out and look at the ducks. I'm just, like, looking at the different ducks and shit. It's so cool, man. I'm so glad you got me involved in that. Like, something I can be absolutely fucking obsessed about.
Yeah. It's sick how that obsession and compulsion carries over into everything in your life.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it does for me. I'm just in denial maybe or something. I don't know.
It definitely does for him.
I guess it carries over like me drawing or doing a podcast or...
Right. Well, it's just like you just everything you do, you fully commit.
Fully commit. I really like that. We need to make a hashtag called fully commit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, don't pull out.
Don't pull out.
Fully commit. You can apply it to anything in your life.
Right, no, 100%.
Driving.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fully fucking commit, bro. Hashtag fully commit on some t-shirts. I like that. That's badass, dude.
Yeah.
Fully commit.
That's how it is with everything, though. I feel like, and you do it too, just like what you're talking about with the drawings and the podcast. And then, like, John got me into doing jiu-jitsu, and now it's just a whole nother sick
how's
obsession.
that going? Got
Dude,
your blue belt yet?
No, absolutely
you
not.
working on it?
Yeah, I'll get it when I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just having so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, it's awesome. Dude, just getting... So I'll roll with, like, guys that are white belts and blue belts and do really, really good. And then I'll go roll with, like, John and Joe and Corey and just get absolutely annihilated.
Wasted.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's humbling.
It's humbling because you're about the same weight as them.
I'm bigger.
Kinda. Yeah, so it's like you're getting a guy who's smaller than you that's just manhandling you because of his knowledge and his experience.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy.
And then, like, but I'm the type of person, no matter losing, like, if I played tennis against Federer or something, like, I'd still get upset. Like, I'm just that son of a bitch that hates losing no matter the circumstances.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You hate losing with cards. Anything.
But that's what makes you who
Checkers.
You are, though.
Yeah.
Like that's what sets us apart from the average normal motherfucker, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. That's what sets us apart. Like that's the shit you got to just fucking hang on to.
You got to harness
let nobody
that energy.
make you feel bad about being that competitive. And
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people try to make you feel bad for it and shit.
Well, those are the people that just lay down. Those are,
Yeah, we ain't laying. We fully commit.
Fully commit.
We ain't laying the fuck down, okay? Or rolling over for nobody. Y'all understand that on YouTube? We ain't fucking rolling over for nobody.
That's why we're still working.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what sets us apart from the average Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and same thing with John and Joe. Like, that's what sets them apart. That's why they're so special. They're a special type of person. Like the way their brain operates and their refusal to quit.
Anybody that's willing to get locked in a cage with another man.
Insane.
Dude.
You're crazier than I am. That's for damn sure.
That's the coolest thing is like after practice on Saturdays, I get to sit there and watch them spar and like have a front row seat and like watch their footwork and watch how they move, and it's gnarly.
So John and Joe spar each other.
Yeah, they do. Not
100%.
No, well, of course not. But like and like all the other, like there's a bunch of other pro fighters that come to the gym and just like sitting there and watching that, it's fucking awesome.
You know what I think's cool about jiu-jitsu is your average like blue belt could fucking manhandle somebody probably twice their size who knows nothing about hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
As long as you can get past that first punch, I mean it's game over.
Yeah.
Like if somebody throws a big ass dude 100 pounds bigger than you threw a haymaker on you, if you can get past that first punch, even though you can probably throw your hands too, it's like you could fucking submit or get somebody in a position where they can't do anything
as
anymore.
long as you can get in there and get a takedown.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
That's it.
Yeah, and there like how many different ways is there to take somebody down in jiu-jitsu?
So many.
Like that's one of the biggest things is to get them on the ground.
Because that's where a lot of people get lost is there's such a huge aspect to wrestling in jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah, that's the cool part about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think.
Because every like when we're rolling in jiu-jitsu practice, everybody starts on the ground, like because there's the room so full. But what
do you mean everybody starts on the ground?
Like you either start like one person starts off in guard, or you both start on your knees or something.
Like wrestling, where one guy's on all fours and the other guy's on his back.
Essentially,
offense and defense.
All right, I wrestled before, so I know a little bit about that.
Right,
yeah.
But in jiu-jitsu matches, people are standing up.
Yeah, you start
on your feet.
Yeah, so if somebody's looking for a takedown,
right?
Like that's the main goal is to take that person down, correct?
Right.
You don't want to be standing up in jiu-jitsu.
No,
like you don't want to be in a clinch. I mean, I guess you can get in the clinch and then get the takedown.
Right.
So does jiu-jitsu have anything to do with like clinch?
Yeah, well, like how you would wrestle out of it, or how you would get somebody to the ground from there.
But your objective is not to get somebody in a clinch.
No, your objective is to get them on the ground.
Okay.
Right.
But what if somebody gets you in a clinch and then gets you on the ground?
Then you got to scramble and figure out how you can get in a better position than what they just put you in.
So it's all about like getting in a better position than the other guy.
Right.
Or being one or two steps ahead of like, okay, well, I think he's going to do this, so I'm going to do this.
Right. It's like a chess game with how you can manipulate somebody's arms and legs and neck into submitting.
Yeah. Damn, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's rad.
Do a lot of dudes get injured and shit?
Yeah, I broke a kid's ankle pretty bad.
How'd you do that, you dumb fuck?
Yeah, he broke the shit out of it.
What a piece of shit white belt breaking people's ankles.
Typical white belt.
Typical.
Yeah.
If you ain't broke a white belt, somebody's ankle has a white belt, you ain't worth a shit.
Yeah,
okay?
I shot a double on him against the wall, and we both fell down on his leg. And he was a pretty big boy, too.
Why are y'all against the wall? There's no walls in jiu-jitsu, right?
But there was in the gym, and he just stood up, and we backed into a corner, and I pulled his legs out from under him, and we both went down on his ankle.
So you shot down for a double leg.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he do?
He just fell.
So you took him down, and he just fell wrong on his leg.
Yeah, we both fell on his ankle, and it ended up sitting like that.
Jeez.
It was
his ankle was like this, and his
oh my god!
And his leg was like this. I'm the
Cooper
one that had to call.
Throwing up.
No, I felt
Cooper started puking.
No, what was weird was like it was such a loud bang because Cooper like slammed him up against the wall, and I look over, and all of a sudden the guy's like, huh! And that's all he did, and he just stood there and froze because he knew what happened, but he was just like frozen. I was like,
oh my god, drink milk, dude.
Dude,
drink more milk, brother.
I relived every time I heard a kid at somebody else's birthday party as a child. right there in that moment. Because that was like my mom always got called because I was like the big rough kid at school and stuff. And I would always get in trouble for hurting somebody when we were just play fighting.
Brought back all those memories.
Yeah, it did. I felt horrible. The bad thing was I said sorry to the kid, but I felt worse because I just looked at John and I was just like,
sorry, John.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.
Don't beat me.
Yeah.
Don't beat me, Dad.
Yeah. God, it sucked.
John's like everybody's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just like everybody's dad.
Yeah.
I like John, dude.
Dude.
So, hold on. Who's having a kid? Joe's having a kid.
Joe,
so John is
Little
married
girl.
too, right?
Huh?
John's married too, right? Okay, and they don't have any kids.
No.
Nope.
Okay. So Joe's having a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, he'll be a good fucking dad for sure. He's just a solid dude.
Yeah,
you know
he
what
is.
I mean? Like, he's super solid.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a good guy. You can just tell he's got a big heart.
Oh, yeah.
But he's like one of the most not intense. But
He's
like,
pretty intense.
No, he's an intense person.
But like, it's more of like I mean, I don't know. Like, he's a soft-spoken guy, kind of, but you can just tell like there's a fire burning in that motherfucker, dude, that can't be put out by another human being.
Oh, he's one of the hardest working people I've ever seen.
That's what it takes,
like,
bro. That's why I think he's gonna do something big in the UFC.
Oh yeah, we all think
100%.
so.
He doesn't have like many distractions. I don't know. I think he's pretty focused in on.
Yeah, he completely pushes
wants.
everything else out. Like
I really think his kid. Like, what happened with me is my kid was born, Maddox was born, and then it was like of course you change, like you change as a person, but also like for me it just made me want to do more things. Like it made me think more about the future and less about right now.
Right.
Like what can I do in the long run to like be better for him and then also myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think with Joe having that kid, it's gonna fucking ignite his fire even more than it already is. Even though that doesn't seem possible, it's possible and it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that shit's gonna be just,
especially with all this going on and like there's not a whole lot of new fight news and stuff like that. Like once things start rolling back again, dude, that's gonna be an unextinguishable fire.
Oh yeah, dude.
For
you
sure.
could just tell like you could tell he was something special.
Dude's hungry.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be unstoppable in the UFC, man. Like, somebody would have to get extremely lucky to beat that guy, I feel like. Because he ain't going to be slipping. There ain't going to be no holes in his game.
Well, because he's not one of those guys that walked in undefeated with this cocky attitude because he has lost
He doesn't
before.
have a cocky attitude.
No, because he knows what that feels like, so he's going to do everything he can to not put himself in that position again.
I'm glad, that was one of my favorite things that him and John talked about was that they talked about what it's like to lose because you go through, what, 6-week training camp? Is it 6 week?
Yeah.
So they go through this intense 6-week training camp of like dieting and cutting, like trying to get to that weight because they're both bigger than what their weight class is, obviously. So they're going through this, and then you got all your family and your friends watching, and they're like, people. You mean you look at Joe's story after he wins? It's like 100 fucking people tagging him, and same thing with John. And it's like, what happens when you lose? What's that like? Because you're standing next to another guy, and they're getting their hand raised on national television.
Right.
I mean, if you think losing, playing, what'd you just say you were doing? Playing cards or some shit?
Yeah.
If you think that's bad, think about getting your ass whooped on national television.
And you have to keep your composure.
Yeah, man. So
and shake that dude's hand afterwards.
Yeah.
After he just took everything you just
Yeah,
worked
remember
for.
that guy wouldn't shake Joe's hand? He was being a little douche about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tried to fight John afterwards, too.
Yeah, that's
Did
right.
he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He tried to fight John? That's a fucking huge mistake, bro.
Yeah, are you stupid? Actually, yeah.
You're real stupid because Joe just whipped you.
Yeah.
And then you're going to pick a fight with a bigger dude.
Right.
Who ain't cutting weight.
Nah.
Who's probably 205 pounds, probably. Thoroughbred fucking black belt. You know what I mean, dude? Come on, bro. That's a terrible idea.
Right.
But he's lucky John's a good guy and he ain't like Jorge Masvidal and will slap the shit out of him in any
right
second,
there in public.
dude. What do you think?
Although that would have been awesome.
Yeah, it's totally out of character for John, though.
Right.
John would probably just like, dude, you're worthless.
Right.
No.
Fuck you.
He just makes you feel horrible.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He probably looked at him like he was fucking
That's
stupid.
what I was about to say. He just looked at him
That's
like
probably
he's
what he
dumb.
did. You didn't go to that fight, did you?
No, I didn't because I had to work.
Yeah, I think Selecki's something special. He was on Randy Slack's show at the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I talked to Randy Slack at the comedy club about it. He was like, "Hey, I'm about to have Selecki on." I'm like, "Cool, man." I was like, he's a fucking super nice, solid guy, you know. Because I had Slack on here.
Yeah, super easy to talk to.
Yeah. He's a very good dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish I could say the same for Tucker, but I just can't.
No,
I just can't.
Me either.
Can't do it. I love Tucker,
I do
dude.
too.
I love Tucker. I want to have him back on here. Me and you and him have done a podcast before out there, right?
Yeah. And Granner showed up.
That's right, old Granner.
Mm-hmm.
Granner ain't much on a microphone, though, but he'll run his fucking mouth when he ain't on a microphone.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him, man, because he owns a restaurant in Sanford.
Really?
Yeah, his grandma owns a restaurant, but he runs it because she broke her leg or something.
Yeah.
And, like, they're fucking struggling.
I bet.
Like, it's a small restaurant, and the location is what has kept them in business. They've been in business 35 years, and he called me the other day. He's like, dude, I don't know if we're going to make it through this. This was like a weekend, and like mad people were getting laid off at my job. Bradley just got laid off.
Yeah.
And it's
our restaurant shut down. Mm-hmm. We're doing deliveries out of it.
Are you able to work though?
Yeah, I'm doing like some deliveries, and then I'm helping
good.
my mom. I can't sit still, so I'm helping mom with beach houses and.
So, does your mom own the restaurant, or you're saying she cleans beach houses?
She cleans beach houses.
See, my mom cleans houses too. Does your mom do pretty good with that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get my mom to move down here and do that.
Yeah.
But she's, like, kind of iffy about it because my grandma lives right next door to him. She's getting old. But I want them to move down here bad, dude, just because, like, it would be nice to have somebody.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we don't have anybody that we can really trust. Like, with a brand new baby, it doesn't matter. Like, I trust you with my life, but it's like, I don't want to leave my brand new kid. Like Maddox, he's indestructible. I don't want to take
care of your brand new kid.
Maddox is indestructible, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I could leave him with somebody and feel fine about it.
Right. I'd be scared. Dude, newborn scare
the
hell out of me.
Dude.
Yeah.
Or he's pretty long, so he's like this. But
I'm not really a kid person either.
Well,
like I love your kids.
Yeah.
And I love Jake's kid, Murphy. Mm-hmm. But other than that, man, kids kind of trip me out.
Yeah, I don't really like kids that much either. And then I think now
we've talked about that.
Now
before.
I'm starting to like them more because I go pick Maddox up from daycare and like, dude, there's like random ass little kids will just run up and give me a hug. And I'm like, that's so sweet. Yeah. I'm like, that's the sweetest thing. You don't even know who I am.
Right.
And they're like, Maddox, your daddy's here. That's what they'll say when I walk in the door. And usually Maddox is playing by himself.
Their innocence is so cute.
It's so cute, man. And where does that change? You
know
what I mean?
That part sucks about everything.
And then we don't even remember when it changed with us, though, right? I mean, I know I stole some shit from preschool, though.
Yeah, me too.
You want to hear it? You want to hear a story?
Go ahead.
Of course you do. So they had.
You're gonna tell me anyways.
They had a rice and bean. They had a sandbox, and it was it was full of rice and beans, like uncooked.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right. It's way easier to clean up than sand. We were a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, dude. And it was inside, and I was like, I somehow put some in my pocket, and the rice and the beans. And I'm like, this is so cool. I want to take some home. And I came home, and I remember I was out in the driveway doing something, like playing with something, and my dad came out. And I was like, Dad, I took this from school, and I feel bad. And he was like, that's called stealing. He was like, you need to take it back and put it back. And I was like, okay. And I remember the next day I put it in my pocket. It was just like a little handful. Mm-hmm. Put it in my pocket. I took it back, and I put it back in the thing. But I remember that was the first thing that I knew I did wrong. Like, I knew I shouldn't have done it. I didn't even know what it was called. But isn't that weird? Like, that's weird because I knew it was wrong, but I didn't know what stealing was.
Right.
So there's something in a human that, like, we know something's wrong from a super early age. Like, my kid's 3 fucking knows when he's doing something wrong.
Yeah.
He'll wait till I walk out of the room to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, you got to think about like the dog knows when it does something wrong whenever you walk in the house, and it's already standing by the door knowing it just made a mistake.
Yeah, but when it's a puppy, it doesn't.
No.
Right.
You know what I mean? When it's a little puppy. How's y'all's dog doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Shit ass.
Yeah.
Shit ass. Yeah.
He's a year old. He's wild. But that's like, I mean, that's a wild thing to think of too. But then you've got that in you that like shows you like, oh, I like that. I want to take it.
Yeah.
That's
and then
like
if you get away with it one time, you're like, oh, I remember that time when I got away with it.
Mm-hmm. That justification process starts rolling in.
Dude, it's crazy.
What
It's
do you
crazy
mean?
because as like recovering, can I blow an anonymity?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like as recovering addicts, like that shit is a lot of what we talk about. You know what I mean? Like as far as in meetings and step work and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like normal people do that. And I mean, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of normal people lie and they feel bad about it. And then it might cause them to do something else bad. And they're like, okay, why am I doing that? Oh, it's because I did this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or I got away with this. So, I mean, I guess normal people think like that. I mean, we think like that because it's like we got to figure out why we do things in order not to do them anymore. Like to break the chain of the bullshit. Like you were just talking about when you broke that dude's leg, you were like, every feeling of me fucking a kid up in elementary school came back. So it's like thinking of things like that. You're like, oh, like that happens a lot more when you want to be a better person or when you have a child. Yeah. Because it like goes hand in hand. Like if you just want to be a better person, you're trying to figure out why you have these certain behaviors.
Yeah, why you want to do that when you know it's not right.
Yeah,
right. It's like it gives you this acute sense of awareness.
Yeah, yeah. And do you think do normal people have that? You're a normal person. You drink, right? Or sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, do you ever wonder why you do shit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. See, I wondered that because I've done a lot of bad shit. You know, like getting fucked up and all that. Like.
Right.
Not getting fucked up being the bad thing, but the things I did when I got fucked up.
Yeah.
Like really just probably shit you would never think of or that you would never do, and you're like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? It's probably things like that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, I guess normal people, I'm glad you're here to like clear this up for me because I was wondering that.
Oh, yeah.
And, like,
all the time, on a daily basis.
You're like, why am I doing that? Wonder what makes me do that. And you can even you can even think about it on good things too, but we normally don't though.
Yeah.
We normally just, okay, well, we're doing something good. Let's roll with it.
Yeah.
You know? But there's something in us that like guilt.
Well, I think that even quote unquote normal people like still have that moral compass that makes them like dive deeper into like looking at why they're doing something that makes them feel like
I don't think everybody's like that though.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So you don't think it has anything to do with being normal or a drug addict? It just has to do with the type of person you are.
Yep.
I think there's definitely shitbirds out there that are just going to be like that no matter what.
Yeah.
That like one, don't think anything they do is wrong, or two, just don't care.
The ones that always think they're right are the ones that get me the most.
Me too, man.
Like, dude, that's one of the best traits I've realized the older I got is just say I'm wrong and admit and say you're fucking sorry.
Yep.
It's a lot easier just to be like, I apologize, I was fucking wrong, I shouldn't have acted like that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said what I said to you, I shouldn't have raised my voice at you. You know what I mean? It's so much easier to just roll with the fucking apology because we all fuck up.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's one of the main things I've learned. Like,
and it's easier once you get there, but it's one of the hardest things to learn how to do.
Yeah. It is, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember I used to be horrible at apologizing. Like, I would not want to know, even if I knew I did something wrong. It would make me feel like,
yeah,
you know.
I think a lot of women are like that.
Oh yeah,
and I hate to put it like that.
No, but it's the truth.
Because we let them fucking slide on a lot of shit. That's why, Cooper, because they're pretty.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't wrong, baby. Just come here and let me touch your butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you gotta do. A little
misogynistic piece of
shit. Little booty touch. You just gotta give us a little booty touch, and you won't never wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why people say, you can be right or you can be happy in a marriage.
Yeah.
That's why people say that.
That's what every old man that's been married forever says.
Hey, how about let's have a fucking conversation and figure out who's right and who's wrong, or we both might be fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about it. Ain't nobody always right, because if that's the case, somebody's not fucking thinking for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Really,
it takes
dude.
two to do everything if that's the... If
That's
how
my
it
thing.
goes.
Like, if you're not arguing in a relationship a little bit, like, are you even really a real person?
Yeah. Right.
Like,
or you're just a sheep.
Are you just like roll over?
Yeah.
Or are you really just, you know what I mean? Like, what was the shirt we said? Are you not fully committed?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hashtag
saying?
fully committed.
You fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think somebody's not thinking. Like, if you agree with each other on everything, it's like, hold on, wait. Am I dating myself?
Right.
Yeah, that would just be boring.
Yeah,
Weird.
I was just about to say that.
Weird. I mean, it's nice to get along.
Right.
I mean, it's nice to get along, but it's also nice to have a little bit of arguing every once in a while to like keep it interesting and.
Well, and you clear the air. Like so there's not like that, because like even if you are that person that just rolls up all the time, you're like there's still that tension there.
Yeah.
You know, that just like something.
See, I'll let some stuff slide sometimes, and then I'll wonder why the fuck I got so mad at one certain thing.
Exactly.
After that.
Right.
Because then it just builds up.
Because I let it
up.
slide so many times. You know, like me and Kim don't argue that much. But, like, when we do, it's not even that bad when we do. Like, we can sometimes, like, just talk it out. But most of the time, like, you got to figure the other person out, too. It's like, all right, does this person want to talk right after the argument, or they want to wait? Or do you need to let them come to you, or do I need to go to them?
Or how mad are you to do this right now?
Yeah. You don't want to really talk something out when the other person's upset still.
Right.
And you got to figure out too if you're capable of yourself having that conversation.
Yeah,
after.
for sure.
Because sometimes, like I'm guilty of thinking that I'm ready to talk about something and I'm not.
Yeah. I think
like,
sometimes you don't know until you start talking. about it.
100%.
You're like, I'm ready, and then you're like, okay, I'm not ready.
No,
it's hard to back out once you start too.
Yeah. And then it just starts rolling, diarrhea of the mouth.
And it's usually one person or both people think they're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, is there a middle ground here? Like, that's what I think whenever somebody's like I'll go in their house and fix their furniture, and I'll be like, yeah, it looks good, right? And they're like, yeah, but the boss sitting here. And I'm like, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, dude, you a bitch. Let me check the tag on your shirt. Oh, it says you a bitch. That's what it say. Okay? It's just like, yo, if I say something like, this is good, Kim, like, this is as good as it's going to get, she ain't going to question it.
Yeah.
And if she says the same thing to me, I'm going to be like, all right, if you're good with it, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like, you get so many people that are just like, I got to run it by the boss. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, whoa, hold the fuck up. You ain't the boss. You both ain't the boss.
Right.
You both can't live your own fucking life. That's
Yeah.
one thing with I got to take these glasses off. My head's itching. And I feel like I can't see your eyes, but I definitely can't see yours. But I can't remember what I was going to say now. I can't take that off.
No.
Gotta leave that on, dude.
Absolutely
I
not.
feel blessed to be able to have given you a Dale hat.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm super stoked on that one.
But I think you won 7 championships, so that was before his 7th. So
Yeah.
it's for real, for real.
Yeah.
You know, it's for real retro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because nobody would make a 6 championship hat, like, to fake it. Nobody would fake. That's some real retro shit.
No, that's awesome. I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I almost wore my my Earnhardt Petty 2020 T-shirt.
Oh, dude.
That one's
What does
sick.
it look like? You got a picture of it?
Oh,
I want to see what does it look like?
it just says Earnhardt Petty 2020.
It's got an American flag
Raise
on there or
Praise
something?
Dale. No,
Oh, it says Raise Hell, Praise Dale?
Yeah, I could have got one that said rubbing his races
It's just
underneath
white
it.
and black with like red in it, right?
Yeah, it's just black, white
Yeah.
letters, red stripes.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was asking her earlier, I was like, did all y'all's concerts, I mean, y'all usually go to concerts. and
Yeah,
shit.
everything that
They're all
we've
canceled.
Yep.
Everything we were
Dude,
planning.
it's
Luckily,
way
we didn't buy
brighter in
tickets.
here, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a little much. It's a little much.
Dude, I love that shirt you got on.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Did you get it at the...
No, I ordered this one.
Oh,
it was
did
a
you?
Valentine's Day special.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm a sucker for a T-shirt and
They're
a
all
record that's on.
specials to him.
Yeah.
T-shirts and records that are on sale, dude. I can't help myself.
Yeah, you got him some pretty dope-ass records for his clean date.
Mhm.
I think it was his clean date, right?
Yeah. I got like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got some cool ones.
yeah, dude. That is a serious.
What did you get,
serious
Led Zeppelin
problem.
4,
3.
Led Zeppelin 3? They
Yeah, it
look
was 3.
so cool, man.
Yeah, that one's got like the little spinning wheel, there's like small little pictures on it, and you spin the wheel and they all change.
Oh shit,
It's sick.
That's why people loved records though, because of the
Oh, yeah.
album art and like their pieces of art.
That's got one of my favorite Zeppelin songs on it. It's super underrated.
What's your favorite Zeppelin song?
Since I've Been Loving You.
I like that one. I got like all their shit
Yeah.
on my. It's just on my phone.
That's like
though.
a 6-7 minute jam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
With
heard
some
one-
killer plant vocals and some sweet guitar.
Dude, I fucking love Led Zeppelin, but you know what I don't love about Led Zeppelin is they fucking copied a lot of their songs from another band.
Oh, don't do this.
I'm just saying, dude, it's
Don't
the
do
truth,
this.
bro. I'm gonna hit you with the truth if you're
Don't
coming
do
up
this.
here talking in my
Yeah, but that
microphone
other
now.
band, John Bonham, wasn't playing the drums.
No. Yeah, they're just
And
so
Plant wasn't
fucking-
doing the vocals.
I like the Ocean. The Ocean's probably one of my favorite ones.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one where is it the Ocean where it's like down 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 and then it breaks down and it's like dude, I love that one, dude. I love the Ocean. And then what's the other one I like? It starts off real slow and it's like a super slow jam. I played it on the boat all the time when we went out. I can't remember. They got so many fucking hits, bro.
Dude, One is probably my favorite record. It's Dazed and Confused is one of my favorite jams.
Man, dude.
Yeah.
They couldn't have copied that.
Mm-mm.
Right?
Mm-mm.
Just tell me.
I don't
Tell
care
me
if
they
they
couldn't
did.
have.
They
I'll
Tell me
fight
they
to the
couldn't.
death.
Nope.
No.
Thank
couldn't
you
have.
so much.
Mm-mm.
That's like somebody saying Dale's a you know what.
Yeah.
I ain't even going to say it
No,
again
you
because I
shouldn't.
feel like it's blasphemy.
You shouldn't.
And a piece of lightning's going to come down and strike me right
exactly.
in the fucking head, dude.
Right.
Damn.
That's like saying Petty wasn't the king.
Dude, don't ever say that on
Exactly.
this podcast again.
Exactly.
Did you just hear yourself?
Dude, NASCAR will never be like it was.
How about
No.
I listened to that the Petty podcast
Dude,
with
bro.
Junior?
Come on, bro.
That's
How
not
good was that?
That was sick.
It was like hearing your granddad tell stories.
Right, when he was talking about how when he won 200 and Ronald Reagan was at the race and they all sat down together and ate Kentucky Fried Chicken, I was like, that is the most American thing I've ever heard in my life.
It don't get no more American.
No, hell no. Dale was there, Petty's there, Reagan's there.
Have you seen Days of Thunder?
Yes.
Great fucking movie. I rewatched it the other week.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Dude, I rewatched it last month.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's Tom Cruise and he's a NASCAR racer. It is fucking phenomenal.
How about when he goes on that crazy wreck and flips that car out of the joint?
Dude, it was just badass. Like, I wish he was a little more white trashy.
Yeah.
I wish he could have played, like, not
You can
Tom
thank
Cruise.
Scientology for that.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Come on, bro. Fuck. It was just so good, man. I don't think he was in Scientology back then, dude.
Yeah, but you don't have a white trash bone in your body
if you join Scientology.
Yeah, that
if
shit
at any
is
point
crazy.
in your life you join Scientology.
But the ability to play a NASCAR driver and be Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
he did an
great.
amazing
He did
job.
great.
You seen Top Gun, right?
Yeah, I've seen Top Gun.
All right, so it's like Top Gun but NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, dude. Like he's
Yeah.
he's an IndyCar driver and he goes into like stock car driving.
Okay.
And so like he rolls up on his motorcycle and they're all like, this dude ain't driving my $500,000 car. And they're like, he's like, just fucking trust me. Puts a helmet on and runs like a 33-second
something
lap
ridiculous.
or something.
Yeah.
And it's just like, they all are just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's amazing. And the one guy he hates the whole movie, he ends up trying to help him. It's just such a good... Dude, I watched it and I'm
I'm
like...
going to have to watch it now.
I watched it and I'm like, how has this not been on my like favorite movies ever?
Yeah.
Because it's like Shawshank Redemption.
Oh my God, I was just going to say that.
Wow.
You want to do karate in my garage?
Yeah, dude.
If you could sleep with one guy, who would it be?
You.
John Stamos.
They both say John Stamos, yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, I don't know how they haven't made another movie that was as good as that. Them two guys. They've tanked everything else they've ever done. Tanked. He was fucking, what's the other guy's name in Step Brothers? Not Will Ferrell, but the John,
Oh God.
Anyway, he's in fucking Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
he's like the pit.
Step Brothers and Talladega Nights
God, what's his name?
are the two.
Oh, yeah, they were both in Talladega Nights. What am I thinking?
I tried to watch. They did like a Sherlock Holmes movie.
I heard it was terrible.
It was awful.
Yeah,
I watched it on the
how
airplane.
could that be bad? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
how are these two guys? You got to put them in the right movie.
Yeah.
Like, you got to put them in a movie where it's like NASCAR, Step Brothers, Tiger Trainers or something like that. You know what I mean? Y'all are gonna.
They
go
should make
Yeah,
a
we
dude.
have to.
I got a movie for Will Ferrell and him, Siegfried and Roy.
Oh my God, that is perfect.
That would be incredible. Yeah,
And they both get mauled by a tiger.
Exactly.
For sure, a Siberian one.
100%.
Think about how funny that would be. Because Will Ferrell,
Exactly.
when he was in the movie with Zach Galifianakis, The Campaign, absolutely hilarious. I fucking loved it.
If you get my son to call you dad,
Turn
I'll
the page.
fuck your wife.
Send the book of good ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. Just when they play like country ass
good
dudes, like they're
Yeah.
funnier. You know what I mean?
100%.
They're fucking. Will Ferrell's probably one of my favorite of all time.
Me too.
And he's got some terrible movies. Him and
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg are good together, I think.
The other guys,
Yeah, the other guys was
great.
so funny, dude. So funny.
Desk Pop.
Dude, the song they sang at the
Mhm.
bar.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that part
I
had
gotta
me
rewatch
rolling.
that
one.
You
Yeah.
gotta watch the Tiger King.
Yeah.
Like, we'll end it on this. The Tiger King, you have to watch it because it is just the most. Have you ever seen The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia?
Yes.
Dude, it's like
Her
that.
people are from West Virginia.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. So what do they watch it too? Your people watch it too?
Oh, I doubt it, but
I want to know what people in West Virginia think about that movie. Or about that documentary. I want to know what they think. Because
my
it makes
white
people...
trash family part of it would probably, but
I'm sure they probably used to hang out with those cats.
See, it makes
For
me
sure.
think that they're like... I feel like people up there would be like, why would they put this movie out?
You got Hank the Third up there hanging out with them
Yeah.
too.
Dude, I love The Wild and Wonderful Wild. I'm probably going to get Jesco tattooed on me. I'll be honest
That'd
with
be
you.
sick.
I'm probably gonna.
That would
should
be
a
cool.
That's a painting you should do.
I've
Jesco White.
already thought about it. Probably gonna do it.
Mhm.
Like Hank playing the guitar, Jesco on the picnic table.
Yes,
tap
dancing.
dancing.
right here.
I just like to get tore out of the frame and have a good time.
Like to huff a little gasoline, fuck somebody's wife. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, there's the drugstore. Yep, rob them. There's the church. Well, rob them too. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Have you seen the clip of him where he has a tap dancing movie? What's it called? The Tap Dancing Outlaw. or something. So this is how Jesco got famous, from a documentary called The Tap Dancing Outlaw or something like that. And he's talking about sloppy, slimy eggs. And he's talking about beating his fucking wife over some eggs. And it is, dude, I'll show you when we get off the podcast. It's like 28 seconds long, and it is the most ridiculous shit about him beating his fucking wife over making him sloppy, slimy eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs. Sloppy, slimy eggs. But I'm telling you right now, this fucking documentary puts every other documentary to shame ever made. It's like every 10 minutes, something's happening, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what your mom was saying. Are we talking about
the Tiger King?
Yeah. Tiger King, absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
That's what she was saying. She was like,
best documentary I've ever seen.
They got a soundtrack?
Oh, they got a soundtrack. Dude, I'm not even going to tell you, dude. It is fucking amazing. Like, Joe Exotic is who it's about, and it is amazing. Like, it's so good that nobody could ruin it for you by telling you about it, because there's so much ridiculous shit in there. Not one person could remember all of it to tell you. Yeah. There's no way anybody... we couldn't have sat down this whole podcast and talked about it the whole time and me ruined it for you. Couldn't have. It's so good. I had to watch it episode by episode because I couldn't take it all in.
Yeah.
Like, that's how fucking ridiculous it is.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So y'all have to watch that.
Something you got to be invested in.
Yeah, and everybody listening, watch The Tiger King if you hadn't already seen it. You're living under a fucking rock like these two, and you hadn't seen it. But there's memes all over the place.
I've seen all the
about
memes,
him being a country singer.
Yeah,
bro, that's the soundtrack.
I saw that one today too.
Dude,
what?
That's the soundtrack. It's his music.
No way,
dude. It is fucking ridiculous.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's why I was wearing that mullet when you walked in. I was doing Instagram, acting like Joe Exotic. Dude, it is crazy as fuck, dude. Gay, gun-toting country singer, tiger trainer, homosexual, 2 husbands. Yeah. There's nothing I could say to ruin this, bro. I'm telling you.
I know. Did you just see me? I was like...
I'm telling you, bro. And he's just
this sounds like a train
He's just
wreck.
one of the 3 main characters in it that are absolutely ridiculous. He's the Tiger King, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Taming tigers.
Obviously.
Strange man.
Thank you so much for doing the podcast.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad we popped her podcast cherry, dude.
Mm-hmm. It's been a good one.
Yeah.
I know. I was like...
I was hoping you would do it so I could kind of get to know you a little bit. Because,
yeah.
I mean, and we talk and shit when I see you, but...
Right.
Yeah.
It's just cool to hear y'all's thoughts about are y'all nervous about the wedding?
I'm just nervous about the whole like aftermath of this to get that started, because we've kind of like tamed it down since all that.
So well, I mean, if you gotta, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, if it ends up us
there's
going to the
nothing
courthouse,
you can do. Like, I mean, you can always push shit back. Nobody's fucking.
We're not worried about it. Like this, that's
luckily
the last thing.
It's not like this month
or
next month, and you're like, what are we gonna do? Because you can't do it now. Now, you couldn't do it.
No.
So luckily, that's November. You said
November.
Yeah, so that's a good ways off. You got time to adjust. Shit, if you have to. I don't really know how that type of stuff works, but I think it's stressful for the woman a lot because they're doing a lot of the planning.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what's good is like the venue that we have. Like, thank God for them. It's always going to be there. So if something,
where is it at?
It's in Castle Hayne, and
where at?
It's the property that Paws for People. I don't know if you know that built that business, but we know them.
So,
I was about to say he plays jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, we play jiu-jitsu.
together.
Yeah, he wrestles with one of the guys or does jiu-jitsu with one of the guys. Mm-hmm. So, but it's on their property, their piece of property. They had their reception out there or whatever.
Nice.
And they did us a really good solid. So like, it's always going to be there if something happens.
Yeah. So try not to stress about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's tough.
Yeah.
Especially for the woman because they want everything to go perfect. I mean, it's your wedding day. You want everything to go perfect. So you seem like a pretty laid back.
I'm not like, because of this, I'm just like, I can't, it's nothing I can do about it right now. So
yeah. Weren't you doing hair or something?
Yeah, I do. Well, I'm doing makeup and stuff on Facebook. I have a
that's right.
makeup page.
Yeah. So what's the page? Tell the YouTube. Do you know it?
Yeah.
Tell it. Fucking plug that shit,
no,
dog.
It's okay.
No?
Yeah.
You're good at it. I see it all the time.
There's millions of people that watch this.
Billions. I'm talking about
billions.
Billions.
We're immortalized on the internet.
What's her Instagram name, bro? Do you know?
I know what her Instagram is, but that's on Facebook.
Just tell her Instagram name. They can find it.
All you have to do is search Mariah Persun.
I think it's pronounced Persun. Or no, Persun. You said. He said Persun.
Persun.
Mariah Persun.
That's what everybody says.
Mariah, my person.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But her makeup page is on Facebook.
Yeah, it's good. You should be proud of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Nobody makes it to the end of this podcast anyway. Straight up. How long we been talking, Cooper?
I don't know. That's the one thing I wanted to plug too, is like all the bands that are struggling, that people should buy merch and go on there and try to support some of the music, because they're all getting canceled. Yeah. And support your local, when it's open back up, dude, support your local music scene, man. Like, these dudes are out here putting on music, working regular jobs, trying to fucking hook you up with some ear candy. And you're going to go watch YouTube videos of fucking Ozfest from 2006, you bunch of pussies.
Fucking losers.
Yeah, just because you went to one big concert back in the day. Pit. Yeah, if you stream something more than 4 or 5 times, you should buy their record.
I'm pretty sure I went to Ozfest 2006, just saying.
I mean, that's sick.
I was there.
I would have liked to have been there.
I was there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm just talking shit. I think Spotify is great for finding music, but I think you should buy.
They don't get paid barely anything off Spotify.
No.
Fucks.
If you support, if you love a band, you need to buy their shit.
Quit hoarding your fucking money.
Yeah. I made a COVID-19 death metal playlist.
I need it. You put me on some killer fucking music, bro. Because I've been drawing like a motherfucker listening to that shit. With the Frankenstein thing, I needed some like. I like to draw.
You're gonna love that. He needs to send it to you.
Like when I painted Cobain, I was listening to I listened to their Unplug album like 10 times.
Incredible.
Which it's amazing.
Incredible.
So it'll play it on my Alexa all the way through, right? Because they got Prime. Yeah. My parents got Prime. So I was just listening to that, bam, bam, bam. But when I was doing the Frankenstein, dude, I was listening to your shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like this.
Yeah.
Yes. I like this shit.
Heavy and loud.
Wind Hand.
Yeah, incredible. We were supposed to go see them in Charlotte. Then we had a lot of other family stuff.
I heard Wind Hand on Weed Eater Radio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was listening to Weed Eater Radio.
Oh, they're good.
We need to get the drummer on here.
Ramsey.
We need to get Ramsey on here when he's in town.
Cool ass dude.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck. Super nice guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can tell he's got a little darkness in it.
Yeah, well, you can't play that kind of music and not.
No shit. That's like murdering people with music.
That's, dude, I'm telling you.
It's like serial killing people with music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like Dixie Dave comes out there and like is playing this huge.
Tell me about when
Randall Blythe.
Tell me the story.
Yeah, so I'm out there chilling in the crowd, and like Weed Eater's playing, and I'm in like.
In Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. Okay.
Yeah. So first, let me preface the story with the fact that me and Diddy were in the fish truck.
Bobby Ray.
And he dropped. So like we're pulling up, and I'd Google where this place was at. It's the Camel in Richmond. Great venue.
How'd you know about the Weed Eater though?
Just because I saw it on their Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And I knew I was working in Richmond that night.
Ew.
So like I was like trying to figure out how I was going to get there and all that. Dad was just like, "Well, I'll just drop you off outside there, boy. It don't matter." And I was like, "Cool." So then we
big ass fish
truck.
So
we pulled up in the rig outside of this dive bar, and he drops me off, and I'm running up there, and like there's like 10 people outside. It's like, "Is that Smokey and the fucking Bandit?"
Oh my
God. And they were like, "Is that your Uber?" I was like, "That'd be an expensive Uber, cuz no, that's just my dad."
Smokey me up. Fucking
dude, I had these 4 or 5 drunk people.
Yeah,
exactly. 4 or 5 drunk people follow me around all night, telling all these people, "Dude, you should have seen how this motherfucker got dropped off."
Your
at this
dad's
concert.
Burt Reynolds. Obviously, you're the sheriff.
It was
That's
like
funny.
It was funny as hell, man. Like they were like, because I just like hopped out of the truck with my fucking patch vest, battle vest on and shit, just like ran into the venue with my fish boots and everything on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Probably stinking.
I stank to high heavens, dude. And then I just rolled up in the show, and like as the other bands played, like they were all good. And then Weed Eater went on, which I hadn't seen Weed Eater since I was a kid. And they start playing. I'm just like, man, this is sick. And then I see this cat walk in with dreadlocks, and he's like, I was like, I fucking know that guy. And then he like turns around, I'm like, holy shit, that's Randall Blythe from Lamb of God. And I like nudge this dude beside me. I'm like, yo, that's Randall Blythe. And he's like, yeah, he's at all these shows. And I'm like, fuck, Randall Blythe lives in Richmond.
Yeah.
So like that's not a big deal. Like, he comes around here all the time too, but like it was just a huge deal for me to see. I made this big long gay Instagram post about it because I was so in awe.
I liked it.
It was so gay.
I liked it,
but it was
so
cool
funny.
because like here's this dude that I've watched open up for Slayer in front of thousands and thousands of people, singing every word to songs by a band that I grew up listening to, like hometown legends of mine.
Sick,
Yeah.
dude.
And then like we're chilling, and I'm like watching, I'm like, dude, this is so sick. And he's singing all the words of a song called Monkey Junction. And then like next thing I know, Randall Blythe ducks and runs on stage, and like fist bumps Shep and Dixie Dave, and like then starts singing "Time Served" by Weed Eater on stage with all of them. So like here's a dude I've seen in front of 10,000 people singing a song with fucking Weed Eater. I was like, dude, this is incredible. And like a dive ball with 200 people.
You have to tell him about what that lady said about the Weed Eater guy before we.
So then I was at a meeting, and like I had my Weed Eater t-shirt on, and like this lady comes up, she's like, "You like them?" And I was just like, "Oh yeah," I bought the t-shirt. And she was like, "Well, I went to school with Kiko. Kiko was the old drummer for Weed Eater."
Oh, okay.
And she was just like, "Yeah, well, he's in prison now." And I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that," because I remember sneaking out and watching Kiko play the drums when I was a kid. She's like, "Yeah, he tried to kill his wife by putting crystal meth in her beer."
Oh my god, are you fucking serious?
Me and him both were like,
dude.
What? Yeah.
Those dudes are he off the chain. Dixie Dave's off the chain. Anytime
Is
you're
that
at
the
Reggie's,
lead singer?
Yeah, he's the singer and the bass player.
Okay.
Incredible musician. He plays a stand-up bass as well, like a classical stand-up bass.
That's so cool.
Awesome, man. Anytime you go to a show at Reggie's, if you live in fucking Wilmington and you haven't been to a show at Reggie's, you're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself.
Dude, I would love to go.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. Next one we'll get out there, because that is like a staple. It's the
I've
last.
been listening to ASG too. I really like them too.
Absolutely
They're more
incredible.
punky though.
Yeah.
Than like that dark fucking.
They've got like they're like punk, stoner rock. They're incredible. They call themselves like a Canadian alt rock.
Gosh, I wish we would have taken
What
him
the
to
fuck?
the
And we just saw that band Inter Arma at Reggie's. They're
they're good
super
too. I threw
heavy.
them up on the.
This was like one of the first heaviest bands I've ever. Like it was crazy.
That's like the first experience, like real like death, doom metal type shit.
And it was cool.
Yeah, they're heavy. I've been listening to them on my radio, on my Spotify.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Yeah, shows at Reggie's, man. We got to get you there.
Yeah.
That's a staple in Wilmington.
I need some more band names to listen to.
I'll
Because
give
like
you-
the shit you throw on my truck, it's like doom doom. It sounds like Black Sabbath but heavier.
Yeah.
That's the shit I like. Yeah.
Real guttural.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about the singing, honestly. I like
that
the
The
music.
instrumental
I
part.
like the singing.
That's how I am. I like the instrumental part.
Let's do this real quick before we get off here. What are the last 3 songs you played on your cell phone?
How do
Can
you know?
think of them? You can look at your recent history on your phone and see what songs you played.
I mean, I just told you I've been playing a bunch of shit like
I'll
that.
tell you tell me yours and I'll tell you mine.
Okay. I told you.
That way
I
we
don't
can
know
give
how to
we can give
use
people a little
this thing.
tidbit.
All right. How do I tell? Go to home or something?
How do you do that?
Your library?
Oh, it used to say you recently played.
Does it?
Does it
There you
not?
go. Well, you were just listening to Windhand.
Yeah, but I want to know what the fuck I just played before that.
Spotify used to be able to tell you that.
I'm sure they can. I just don't know how to use this shit. I got Lil Baby, ASG, Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, and then I got my buddy's band, the Sherman Neckties. Shout out to Sherman Neckties. They've been on the podcast. They're fucking awesome.
So I was listening to Agoraphobic Nosebleed,
Okay.
Power Trip, Gate Creeper, and Cult Leader.
That's the one you told me to listen to. Zeal and
Ardor. Yeah. They're folk death metal. It's the strangest shit ever. Like the dude's got an incredible voice and just goes nuts.
Yeah, I've been listening to pretty much all your shit lately. You ever heard of Billy Strings?
Yes.
He's coming to Greenfield Lake. I got tickets, and I'm hoping they don't cancel it because he's amazing, and I'd love to see him live. It's like bluegrassy folk type shit.
Yeah, I love it.
That would be fun.
I've been in a lot listening to a lot of death metal. I'm just a fan of music in general.
And then I listened to 3-6 Mafia for a month straight.
There you go.
I
I go through spells where I'd listen to Wu-Tang for a week.
Yeah.
36
You
Chambers.
can't go wrong with fucking Wu-Tang, bro.
No, absolutely not.
Rapping about actual shit.
Yeah.
Like actually rapping about
From
shit.
Shaolin.
Yeah. How long we been talking? Long enough on the podcast?
Hour
I'm about ready to
23.
get off here and really say some obscene shit.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks
dude.
for having me.
Always thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
I could
Thanks
talk
for
to you
having me.
every day, forever.
We usually do.
Love you.
Love ya.
Love you, bromosexual.
Mean it.
Yeah, congratulations again. I'm stoked to be at y'all's wedding. It's going to be fucking awesome. Don't stress it. It's all going to be good. Everybody, thanks for listening. We love you. Thank you again to our sponsors. Hit them up if you need some shit, boys.
Raise hell, praise Dale.
Later. Can't go wrong with a Dale Earnhardt comment. That shit gets you locked in, don't it?